I'm Justin. I'm a photographer. I go by Midnight Killjoy. I like to shoot lots of model photography, glamour, fashion, artsy, pretty much anything with color and contrast. I'm based in the DMV area around Washington, D.C. And yeah. I really wanted to join Muses Takeover Bali because I had been to Tulum before and the experience was so amazing that I really wanted to experience it again. I had been to Bali before, but honestly, with this group, it feels much more safe. Everything's researched out. I don't have to do nearly as much to have a good time and an experience with all of these great creatives in that environment again. Compared to Tulum, Bali was way more wild. Mexico is a lot, I don't want to say more civilized, but there's more availability for accessibility to locations, where in Bali we really had to hike and trench through all of these other things to get to our photo shoot location, and it really felt like you're going through the jungle because you are going to waterfalls and the beaches, and honestly, when you get there, it seems like such a journey, but it makes you even more creative because you're just anticipating, you see the location a little bit beforehand, and then you just are excited to go and create. Bali's like Vegas, but describing Bali, if I had to describe Bali in a few words, is it breaks you. So what I mean by that is it takes so long to get here. The heat and the humidity is on all the time. It takes such effort to get to every location, but in all of that, you lose out on all of these other like conveniences that you have, at least in America, where everything's accessible and right there in your face and everything kind of is made to be a certain way, but here it's much more interpretive, especially with the culture and the people. All the people want you to experience not only their landscapes, but their culture, and they'll make you be safe. Like when we were at the waterfall, we had a bunch of people that just were there, like hanging out, but they were helping us get on top of rocks. They were helping us get across the river just because they wanted us to have a great time in their environment. For sure, my favorite location was the Black Sand Beach. The last time I was in Bali, that was definitely one of the most unique places. No, it was the most unique place I've ever been to. Just the energy there of the sand, or I don't know what it is, but it really teaches you something about yourself. And for me, the last time I was there, I ruined a pair of shoes. I went back with pants that were too wet and I brought too much gear, but this time I was prepared. I had my rain gear with me because it did shower a little bit. For me, it was awesome to come back to Bali the next year and create in that same location with even more energy and more drive because I was prepared. Creating with everybody in this environment was much different than inside either a studio or even at Muses in New York. It was really getting close with everybody and experiencing something new, not only for me, but for them as well. I have to give a shout out to Mackenzie because we only had one photo shoot last year, and I remember that photo shoot a lot, but I really wanted more time to create with her, and through this whole experience, we got not only very close, but we got to create a lot of great art together. And really, it just shows that it's not just about like the creatives' work, but what creatives can do together. It's not about the final images, it's about how they were created. Those experiences I'll never forget, and it'll keep me moving forward. It's very motivating. My goal for this whole thing was to like get a beauty portrait of everybody, because That's honestly really hard to do, to get like a genuine shot of everybody, like of their face. Fashion agencies or model agencies, they always want a new perspective on that model's face because it's really easy to advertise them. Building a rapport with the model that you're working with is very important so that you can get genuine photos of them. And honestly, it's very difficult, but in an environment like this where we're eating together, we're spending time in the car, we have time to create, it makes it really easy to create those and also to create habits that help you create them more often. Working with other creatives is really important for my portfolio because I'm very collaborative, especially when working with Ivy. We'd worked before, but working together here was really interesting because she was comfortable enough to let me know some of her ideas or where she wants to push her work next. And that was really awesome because in my experience, not too many models actually are comfortable enough to say that to a photographer, things that they actually want to shoot. And it was really cool to create with her in a way that was really like artistic and in the way that she wants to move her portfolio and her work later. If I could describe Muses Takeover Bali in one word, it would be challenging. I feel like everything that we did pushed me in some sort of way, and I was always up for the challenge. Over the last 2 years, I had been traveling a lot more, and coming to this event, especially with models I had worked with before, helps to show that I've grown so much and I was able to step up to the challenge. I would absolutely recommend Muses Takeover Bali for people who haven't been to Bali, especially because I remember my last trip here, I had to learn so much about the culture and not drink the water or like, be careful washing my hair with it and where to eat, all of these other things, but all of those are researched out for you. All the rides are provided for you to the locations. The people here, like we had a local photographer here that helped us get to locations and talk to the locals about like what we should look out for, what we should do, or if there was like even a secret spot at those locations, we were told about those. So I would highly recommend it if you haven't been to a place and you wanted to experience it in a safe environment. It is very easy to do that here. An experience like this is really invaluable, especially for a creative like me. Really, if I don't do something new or if I don't like push myself or put myself in a different environment, I don't grow too much. And this entire trip, especially the Black Sand Beach the second time, was a period of growth for me because I got to see new locations with models I hadn't shot with there. It was a good push in all directions. This was Justin, Midnight Killjoy. If you want to work with me or see some of my work, you can check the link below. I love creating with new people, with people that are experienced. Really, if you have an idea and you want to move it forward, I love creating, especially when there's a mood board or just an emotion that you want to express or anything like that. I'm very open to collaboration. So hit me up.